Hello everybody. Welcome to another Toonkind game. I am your VM for today. I'm named Plague. Uh, from top to bottom, would our players like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, I'd like to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Spiffy. They, them. May know me as such characters as, uh, and that's it. That's my intro.
You
Hey,
gonna say your
listen.
character?
Oh,
Oh, right. Today I'll be playing the role of Peter Folk, detective and internationally known Scrungly.
Nice.
mm, right, me.
Mhm.
Hi, hello. I'm maybe Hero with Zero, May for short. And I'm playing Axis Dimetra, the local twink bard cat boy.
Yes. Okay. That's it for our players. We planned on having three. One was unresponsive though. That's okay. It's just how it is. But anyways, so what what are you guys doing? What are you? What's going on? What are your characters doing?
I mean, Axis is. This is it takes parts on the farm. It takes place on the farm, isn't it? Axis is just vibing. Axis is just
Lieutenant
generally
Folk,
vibing.
yeah, vibing. Lieutenant Folk came here for investigation and instead found a delightful farm with just the most wonderful bugs. And at this point, is basically having a tiny vacation for himself, just seeing all the wonderful creatures and seeing them all work together.
Features.
Yeah, just little bug friends.
A random guy comes to the farm, just stays there because there's bugs there.
He likes bugs.
It's understandable. Um, so
Say that to Axis.
Hey, whoops.
uh, actually, I have a question. Would folk try to pick up a bug?
Oh boy. I think if he saw one that was not currently working on something, he would like take out like a small piece of bread and like attempt to get it onto one of his hands.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Effie, I have to remind you, the bugs are big.
does it mean
Hmm.
you can't hold
The
them like
bugs
a
are big.
hamburger? Hold it like a hamburger.
The bugs are big.
Oh yeah, no. Folk is going to try and like hold like a pill bug, basically like one would hold like a cat, like sort of under their arms, if you will.
Oh my god.
I'm currently searching for the right image, but while I am looking for right image, folk, can you roll me an animal handling to see if you get
Oh
any bugs?
boy, I sure can attempt to. Let's see if I remember how to roll properly. I believe it's D this plus
It's
this.
Axis is just watching this strange man. Is a real kind man, two kind man? What
Oh
does
yeah,
the folk
no.
looks like?
Before we go on, Lieutenant Folk is a real kind. He does not have any
Okay.
sort of weird animation frames or like coloring issues. It just looks like a normal part of the environment, which is sometimes off-putting to Toonkinds. He is hunched over. He would probably be like 5'6", 5'7" if he actually straightened his back, but right now he's like 5'4". He's got nice curly brown hair and a very like round, sort of almost baby face. 5 o'clock shadow, a tan raincoat that he wears all the time, green tie, and a very, very wrinkled dress shirt. He is currently trying to coax a bug like one would a kitten.
Okay. So you rolled a 12. All right.
I sure
Um,
did.
I'd say that is enough to get the bug to take the bread out of your hand, but it won't like come and sit on your hand.
Oh,
Sorry.
Folk understands that it is probably a very busy bug and does not have time for such foolery.
The bug the bug just takes its bread and runs back to work.
Oh,
uh Folk like thinks to himself like, oh man, Such a hard worker. This is incredible. I love this.
All right. Well, you two are just vibing. All of a sudden, in the over the horizon, in the background, whatever, you hear what sounds like bells chiming on a cart. Like a cart is actively moving towards you, and you can hear the bells on it.
Hmm. While Axis perks up, this is interesting. Also, can like, is it a history or something like as a vagabond? Does Axis like know what the bells could mean, or is it this a completely like it's not particularly a like uniformal thing?
Uh, I'd say Axis would recognize the bells as the kind that a traveling merchant would have.
Now, yeah, he is very curious. I am gonna say, okay, listen. I'm gonna say for the flavor, he was on the roof. He is chilling on the roof.
Wait, does Folk even
And then
realize that Axis is
he
there?
hears.
Wait,
Hmm?
does Folk know that Axis is there?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oops. Well,
The question. Okay, you know what? For funsies, I'm gonna roll perception and like to see if Axis like noticed this strange man. Although I did say that he was watching the men, so oops.
does Folk know? Does he know?
Folk is not like trying to hide his presence, but he just looks so kind of like ordinary in a lot of ways. It's very easy to just overlook a man trying to feed a bug. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Usually, real kinds don't exactly wander onto the farm and then just start hanging out with the bug.
we are. What do you think we are? We are in the middle of a like a Toonkind like fucking continent. I don't think real kinds like are a like common sight here.
Nope.
um, so as the bells draw closer and closer, all of a sudden you hear them stop. So you can assume that the cart has stopped. But then, as soon as they stop, an even louder bell starts to ring. But it doesn't like start moving towards you. It's like whoever's ringing it is just standing in one place, ringing it to get attention.
Hmm. Well, it should sure definitely got attention of Axis.
Does it get folks' attention?
Oh, he was still looking at the bug for a while, but after a while, he's like, "Oh, that's probably like some kind of food van or like a food truck." So he's like, "Oh, I could use a little snack," and just kind of pops up, stretches out his shoulders, and starts walking over.
Um,
Yeah,
Go
Axis
ahead.
has already hopped off the roof. Like cats do land on their feet, so whatever.
Yeah. Um, hold on. What would I get you to? Folk. Could you roll? Uh, I I guess it.
What exactly?
Uh, I was gonna have like Axis almost jump down onto Folk unless he could dodge it. So I'd say maybe like a, dexterity.
Do you want
Maybe I'm not sure.
uh
Sure. I'll make a
who's
dex.
rolling dex? Who's rolling dex?
Me.
Folk.
Ah,
So yeah, no, I'll do a dex save. Okay. Uh, as a 14.
All right, that's good enough to pass. If you got like a nat one, then it would have been Axis would have landed on top of you. But yeah, Folk managed to realize right before Axis lands on you that there is a person
there is like
jumping down.
there is like there's like a rustle of the of like a I forgot what's this on the roof. Like
The
rustle
shingles.
of shingles on like above. Folk just probably looks up and just fucking dives out of the way.
Yeah, no, folk is like kind of walking around with like a happy-go-lucky smile, starts to hear the shingles, looks up, still has the dumb smile, realizes it's falling, smile drops, fucking dive bombs out of the way of the does a quick roll. Whoa! Whoa! You okay there?
Hey, watch! Axis really like before landing, only down notices and just, hey, watch it!
I was watching it. I feel like whoa. He's like takes a deep breath, like clearly out of shape, kind of. Whew.
Did I get
Eh.
Is it again, man?
I mean, yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
Mm. He's just like, he's just like, here's the problem. Access doesn't know everyone who is like hanging out on this farm, so he's just looking you over and just like,
Raincoat, kind of shitty pants.
just, just I haven't seen you around here. Where you from? Like,
Oh, you wouldn't know it. I got this lovely place around west of here. It's honestly quite beautiful.
mm-hmm,
I came here to stop by, just look around for things. I'm always looking for things.
mm-hmm.
But
Of
this
course.
place, I mean, my expectations have been just blown out of the water.
May I roll insight on this?
You may do so.
Unfortunately for you,
Uh, I don't roll a deception because there's no deceiving. That is entirely accurate. He does have a small place out west of here that he's staying at, and he is literally just looking around at the moment.
He's enamored by the bugs, and that was just the best place ever.
Yeah, no, like normally a character like this, he looks kind of shady, but Axis somehow realizes very quickly, like, oh, this is just a genuine weird dude.
then I mean, Axis has already made like a fair share of genuinely weird dudes. in this
Just
fucking
another to add to
forest.
the collection.
Wonderful.
Axis is just like, all right.
Oh,
mean-
I was gonna ask, do you know what that bell was about? Is there like some kind of food thing going on? Is there like a truck stop?
Axis just kind of shrugs, like, no idea. I kind of like, usually the bells, usually the, wandering, like, traveling merchants and stuff.
Ooh,
Wondering what, I mean, considering this is data farms, so maybe they know the route. And
oh,
just
that could
goes
be.
under his breath like, shit, Carmine is still on the air. What the fuck do we do?
Folk just completely ignores that for now. Oh, actually, that might do well. If they're selling like some kind of plant flower thing, I got this cousin you see, and they're big into the floral business. Only starting out now, but they're still trying to get a little shop down in Inkwell. Now, the thing
I
about
am
these
gonna
flowers,
say,
you realize that he is going to start on a tangent, and he will not stop.
yeah. Axis is just the ducking, like ducking around Falk, and I just can
Folk
imagine
begins
that.
to walk to the side of Axis and continues the story.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wonderful. As you guys approach the bell ringing, you see a very small, like small in width cart, but it is very tall. It looks like it used to just be your usual like little wagon, but then they just kept adding stuff to it to carry more
Oh my
stuff.
god.
So it's not exactly the most stable.
So
And-
it's like meter by meter, like width, length, and then just 3 stories tall.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
You can see a bunch of bells literally just taped to it. It's not the most visually appealing cart. It's got character, but like, hmm.
Oh, jeez. I wish OSHA existed around here.
What now?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
As you get closer and closer, you see this guy.
Oh,
He is ringing the bell like his life depends on it, and you can kind of hear under the bell and yelling out, "Stuff for sale! Stuff!"
I mean, totally trustworthy character.
I mean, I've seen a lot of guys around. That's one of them. This is trust.
That is
I trust
certainly
this
a guy.
guy.
That is certainly a guy.
It is certainly a guy. The guys in a trench coat, but 1.5 is missing.
Sorte just typed in 3 guys in a trench coat, but 1.5 is missing.
He's
Absolutely.
like,
I mean, listen, they are absolutely correct.
this guy. You wonder how in the world he manages to pull that cart, because this is a tiny guy, and it looks like there is no body mass to this guy. It's just a trench coat, a hat, and some eyes.
Wait, I thought Cart was pulling with by I don't know, some kind of like a little horse, a donkey. No, it's
Nope, it's him. It's him.
okay.
Once he spots you guys, the bell ring. He immediately saw us ringing the bell, and like he points at you guys, like, "Oh my god, you, are you here to buy some stuff? I got some very quality stuff here. You gotta see it." As he rushes over to the cart.
Folk like puts a hand on his chest, like, me? Is it? Looks around, me? Oh, well, I never. All right.
Axis is just curious. You're like, well, let's see what kind of stuff you have.
Folk seems immediately charmed by the antics and like ready to fully go with this.
Amazing. So the little guy, he goes behind the cart, so you can't see him, and you hear like rustling and stuff falling, and then he comes out, and he has a box in his hands. All right. So here's the first item. Very good, very useful. I'm sure any adventurer will need it for any adventures they go, and I might say that you two look like you're adventurers. Am I right?
Axis is just kind of like puts himself forward, like, yeah. I mean, I am going in a couple, like, has been going, still going in a couple of adventures. So yeah, might as well.
All right. Let me
Folk
ask you
scratches
this.
his chin a bit. I mean, yeah, I guess I go on adventures. Yeah, I could use this.
All right. Let me ask
Just
you
like
this.
a suitcase.
Have you ever dealt with the thing that is vampires? Because this right here will help you right out. And he opens the box, and it is a vampire hunting kit.
Hygiene kit?
Hunting.
Oh no!
Hygiene kit. It's a hygiene kit.
I
for
thought it was
vampires.
gonna be.
Nope.
No hijinks here. No.
Nope, just killing vampires.
Folk Folk like backs away a little bit, like whoa, whoa, whoa.
What the matter?
Axis just like looks that very like and then I
Go
would
ahead.
you know what if you want roll an insight.
I sure would like to.
I'm not going
This is
to
where I
because
unveil
the
my
salesman
special
would not
technique.
care. He would just gonna be like, you don't want this, whatever, and throw it back on the cart. But like, yeah, the salesman won't roll an insight for now.
Sure. Let me just roll a d20 plus 12. That's a 31.
God.
Yeah.
You forgot that this is a Columbo XP.
I did not forget that it's a Columbo XP. That was specifically pointed at that. Yeah, you clearly see that this interest like in this particular thing is faked. He's just plain like he's not going to buy this.
Oh, okay. Columbo immediately understands that.
Columbo? Who's Columbo?
I don't know who Columbo is. Who's that? I don't know. Folk immediately understands that like this random cat is very clearly trying to play up the salesman to get its deals, and immediately joins in. He attempts to like pick up the crucifix and like holds it out, like checks its weight. Wow,
Can
this
you
is
roll
genuine
deception?
stuff. Yes, I can. That's
Oh my
28.
God. All right, so I'm not gonna roll an insight for that because Jesus.
I apologize for nothing.
It's okay.
The fuck?
Alright, you see this is a very, very handy vampire hunter kit. It's got all you need. You got yourself your cross, you got yourself your stakes, you got all your holy water, you got your Bible, you got all this stuff for it. And it's only 20 gold pieces.
Ooh, a Bible. He immediately starts picking up the Bible and starts reading through it. Is it a genuine Bible or does it have typos?
It's a bit hard to read because the pages are very worn and it's not in good shape. You could tell that this was probably taken from some abandoned house or off the body of a vampire hunter.
Or worse, taken from a church. Yeah, let's Folk folds it and puts it back. I actually do have this buddy Lou. Now he's dealing with this whole ghoul infestation. Do you know if this will help him?
Yes. Yes. Although I am not too certain on how ghouls work, I'm sure this would work on them just as well as it would vampires.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep a lookout then. This is a quality item. Puts the Bible back.
Well, if the vampire hunting kit doesn't interest you, the salesman closes the kit and throws it onto the cart. I have this, and he reaches over to the cart. His hand goes like into like one of the little compartments, and he pulls out a staff with a sheep head on it.
Oh.
Not a real sheep head, it's like a carving. Not like a real
okay.
Yeah, I had the same fucking question in my head, like, hello?
No, it's like a wood carving of a sheep head on the staff. Say, are you ever lonely on your adventures? Ever go adventuring solo and you need somebody to talk to? Well, this staff will talk with you. Here, staff, give him a good old chat. The sheep head does move, but it just makes a sour look at you.
I'm sorry, but as this guy starts to pitch with, are you ever lonely in adventures? Axis just does a snicker.
Oh, I get that.
Oh, God.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
What does it look like to you, so? That's what the sheephead says.
Um,
The
yeah, I don't know
salesman
how to
looks
talk
shocked
to you.
too. He's like, oh,
Uh, d- how has the weather been?
I don't know. I've been crammed into a cart my entire life. What do you think I know about the weather?
Folks' attention, still wide-eyed, turns from the sheep head to the creature selling him these wares.
Creature looks a bit shocked as well. It's like, wait.
Axis is just goes like, yeah, no, yes, I think I'd get much. Hold on, let me get my brains together. I think I get much more use of talking to my guitar there than to this. And he just like does like pat the guitar behind him.
The salesman looks at you like, yeah, I understand. Well, I'll just put this guy back. And as he puts the sheep back into front of his feet, like, wait, no, I don't want to go back. And then silence when it's back in the compartment.
Oh God!
Violence.
Columbo takes note to steal that later. Uh,
Columbo.
continue. Fucking
You did
folk,
the
Jesus
game.
Christ! I'm fucking up today. I'm sorry.
The salesman goes to the back of the cart while saying, alright, I got something that will actually help you out. And you hear rustling sounds again. And you also hear, like, more crashing sounds. There's glass shatters. You don't know where. You don't
God.
see anything on the ground. You don't know what's going on there. And he comes back out and shows a giant leaf. And then he flicks his. Well, what you consume is his wrist. He flicks his arm sleeve thing, and the leaf turns into a fan made out of leaf. This here leaf fan can cast gust and blow your enemies away. It's all for cheap price of 10 gold pieces.
So it's like a church fan.
So what?
A church fan. Columbo starts looking around his jacket.
Spiffy.
Hmm?
You did it again.
Oh, what did I do?
Columbo.
I fucked it up. Folk starts looking around his jacket, not Columbo, because Spiffy is good at this game. And pulls out a genuine church fan. One of these.
And that can I bet that can't cast gust like this can. He's obviously trying to save face.
I don't know. I mean, he starts using it on himself. Whew. It's actually kind of humid around here. This is nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, this fan can do that too, but it can also blow your enemies away whenever you're in a battle.
Oh, in a battle. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, man.
You ever heard of a thunderclap?
What?
You know, I demonstrate, but
Next item, I think. Yeah, next item.
The salesman looks upset because like he hasn't sold anything yet. Oh.
Oh, no.
All right. I see that you guys don't like anything too fancy. You don't like anything That's the high price. So, I have this. And rummages around in the cart again and pulls out a little fake flower. So attached to this little fake flower is like one of those like little pumps like you'd see on like on a blood pressure test.
Is it what I think it is?
Oh, Folk absolutely knows what this is and goes in for a sniff.
You immediately get water in the face. Now you see, this ain't your ordinary cloud flower. This one summons water out of nowhere. There ain't even any water stored in it. It just gets it from nowhere. And it's 5 gold pieces.
Is the water potable?
Yes?
So it's like clean drinking water. It can be used as, anything.
Yes.
May I roll insight?
Yes, you can.
Let's do it.
You're gonna get like something high anyways, because like plus 12.
Excuse you, it's plus 11.
Sorry.
That is a 4, which means my feature, Ear for Deceit. Is this, if I'm determining if this creature's lying, so that roll is treated as an 8 plus 11. So that's a 19.
Okay. Well, you could tell that the salesman doesn't know if he's lying. You get the sense that he has never drinking water before.
No. Oh boy. Now this actually could be very helpful since, if you're traveling around, you may not be able to get clean water. I mean, a water bottle can only carry so much. So this could be a useful item less in prank situations and more so just for regular survival purposes. The only issue is that I need to test this water to see if it's not contaminated with anything.
Well, you can do that for the low price of 5 gold pieces, and this flower will be yours.
Man, I feel like I'm going to regret this, but Columbo reaches around his coat and very much anyone looking, he's not trying to hide. There is just genuinely a police badge on his left hip, just there. And then finally he takes out a wallet and begins counting out 5 gold pieces.
The police are on the farm. Cheese it.
What?
Cheese it. It's the fuss.
It's Policioso. Yeah, he takes out 5 gold pieces and quickly just hands it to the... He tries to hand it to him, but he doesn't really understand how the sleeves work.
But the little creature just takes the money and gives you the cloud flower, and puts the money in its pocket. Good. Well, that's not the only items I have, obviously. I have much more. Such as this. And he pulls out of his pocket a ring. A ring with jagged edges on the inside.
Ooh.
Now you see here, you may think this might be a sharp ring. It might hurt your finger if you put it on. But here, you just try it out. And he hands it to Columbo. Not you got me.
Aha!
Folk.
It's not just me, see?
Yeah.
I'm not the only one today.
You confused me.
Folk kind of fumbles around with the ring a bit. Folk is just gonna try and figure out based on his own instincts if this is going to hurt him or not.
You realize that these spikes aren't jagged enough to hurt.
I'm not so sure about this one. I'm gonna be honest.
Just
I'd
try
rather
it
not.
out. Try it out. Try it out. Try it out.
Well, all right. He slowly takes out his right hand, which is adorned with a golden ring on his ring finger, and puts it onto his pointer.
All right, now give a smile to your friend over there.
Oh, I don't
Like
know
a-
this guy.
Oh
Like
my
a two,
god.
like a two-fee grid. Give a 2-fee grid.
He gives just the dumbest looking smile, like a kid trying to look nice for their photo day, and just gives a nice smile to Axis.
Axis, you immediately see that folks' teeth are no longer normal. They are now shark teeth. That's it.
Ring of fucked up vampire.
Oh my god.
Just to ask, is this like chain chomp style teeth, like completely spiky?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Whenever you wear this ring, your teeth will turn as sharp as a shark's. And it's only for 5 gold pieces.
Wait, it turned my teeth sharp? He's still wearing it and still talking it. He does not realize what is wrong.
Why, yes. Yes, it did. But once you take it off, your teeth will go back to normal.
He like pulls out a toothpick from one of his pockets and just starts like kind of. Oh yeah, no, that's actually quite sharp. Oh. Give me the use case for this. What do you think I could use this for? Like a nice steak dinner?
You can use it for any biting purposes you want.
You can see like a very subtle eyebrow raise, like, oh. Takes off the ring, gives it back.
Would you like it, dear sir? And like points it towards Axis.
Points it towards what? What points towards me?
The
What?
ring.
I zoned out.
The salesman.
Would you
points
like
the
ring of
towards him.
fucked up sharp teeth?
Axis just kind of kind of like puts a thumb against his own teeth, which he does have a pair of fangs visible at all times, and he just like, got me on.
The salesman kind of looks like, oh, wait, oh. Well, anyway, this, and immediately like, pulls out from the cart a little pony doll.
Oh. Columbo is immediately interested.
For just 2 GP, you can have this pony doll. Or you can have 10 of them for 10 GP.
Ooh.
And what did hold on. And what do you do?
They do this, and the sales guy does that thing, where when you have a toy horse, you kind of make it look like it's galloping in the air.
Oh my god.
It's literally just a pony doll.
Folk gives like a golf clap, nudges Axis. I don't know how tall Axis is actually.
5 feet.
Oh yeah, no. So Folk is actually just a little bit taller. You might need to get in on this. That's a nice doll. Give it to like a niece or nephew.
Ain't got anybody like that.
Ah, jeez. But you got to know someone in your life that would like that.
Maybe. He just shrugs.
Well, just think about kind of gifts to give. I'm always giving out stuff, you know, it's kind of my thing, but think about it. Come on.
And he just Plague, I see what you typed. I see what you typed, Plague. You know what? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say he just he actually does start thinking about like and just like you know what? You know what? Sure.
Does Axis have 2 gold pieces on him?
Yes.
Okay. By the way, you guys can
He
make
has
like sleight of hand rolls at any time to try and steal something.
oh my god. Listen, this guy isn't particularly like a rogue or a thief or anything. So he does pocket shit, but only when people are not around, you know?
Folk is literally a cop.
So does Axis buy a colorful pony doll?
Yay. He gets a blue one.
Alright. I will talk to you later about what color of a pony is. Great. Having business with you. Now, for my next item, I think this one will be quite interesting to both of you. And
You expected to have more guests.
and he goes to the back of the cart again. Rummages around. You can hear a duck quack, and then some more crashing sounds. And
Thank you,
Those noises.
Stacey.
there was no duck, but alright. 0 to 10.
Oh,
No
hold on.
duck. Dang. What kind of ducks do you have?
Bad ones.
Anyways, the salesman comes back around and his sleeve is wrapped around something. He puts his sleeve out and opens it, and you could see. Just a sec, I gotta get the image. He reveals this. He reveals a little cat bell. Hello?
As soon as he reveals it, Folk looks over to Axis, immediately stares at his cat ears, unsubtly.
Axis just flicks at you and just goes, what?
So slowly holds a hand up, pointing towards cat ears.
Well, while Folk is doing this, the salesman rings the little bell. And Axis, you don't know what overtakes you, but immediately you move closer. You like move right next to the bell.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm gonna say, yeah, he does. Without really changing like in the face or anything.
This bell here, it can make. If you ring it, it will make any cat-like creature come towards you. Well, nearest cat creature, obviously. If it brought all the cat creatures, then that'd be a big problem, wouldn't it?
I mean, some people use milkshake for that.
I just got that. God damn it. Good joke.
I
I'm
know
mad,
what it means, but the salesman looks at you confused.
Axis winks.
I have to decide, does Lieutenant Folk know about milkshakes and their abilities to bring boys? Probably not. Oh, jeez.
Salesman is just confused. Doesn't know what's going on.
No, this right here, this is the real stuff. What you charging for this?
I charge you 5 gold pieces.
Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. Oof. Starts looking around his wall again. Axis, do you know about police things at all? Probably, given your repertoire.
Was this the question in character, or was it Spiffy asking me?
This is Spiffy.
Yeah, he does know about police.
He
may or may not have committed a couple of small crimes.
You look to where typically someone wearing like a dress shirt like this would have their gun holster. There is nothing there. Folk is not wearing a holster at all. He's just straight up no arm. Finally goes for his wallet, starts counting out gold pieces, and he has exactly 3 left. Ooh. Oh, jeez.
Wait, I thought you said he had like around. Wait, is the D&D equivalent
I
of
absolutely
$20
miscounted.
like 10? Wait.
Oh yeah, no, he had exactly 9 gold pieces. And no more. He carries light. He just counts out the 3 and goes like, man. Boy, this is awkward. You wouldn't believe it, but I only have 3 pieces. Jeez.
Well, since you've already bought stuff for it, I can make it only 3 gold pieces just for you.
He immediately is taken aback, like the most dramatic, like hand to heart, like, oh, you're serious? Oh man. I would offer you a hug. Can I shake your hand? I mean, this is just wow.
No need, it is only for one of my best customers.
Oh, jeez. I haven't even given you my name yet. Oh, man. I'm Lieutenant Folk. Pleased to meet you. And he holds out like a very kind of blubby hand to handshake.
The creature gives you the sleeve to handshake for a handshake.
He shakes it happily, like this to Folk who has been around Toon places a while. This is a completely normal interaction. Nothing weird has happened so far. I just realized we never got your name. Oh, you're such a connoisseur, a real businessman. You know, a real Renaissance fellow. What's your name, young one?
And Mr. Man.
Amazing.
Is that? Folk is not laughing in character. I'm just having trouble keeping my shit together. Is that Mr. First name and then last name Man, MANN?
No, my first name is Hugh.
Can I roll an intelligence check to see if Folk gets it?
Yeah.
He doesn't get it. He genuinely doesn't get it.
Oh my god.
Like, it is very clear to Axis that this guy is bad at his job by all accounts.
Axis just shakes his head like, yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Man. This has been a real pleasure. And he hands over the 3 gold pieces for uh, what do I call this mystical item in my inventory?
The cat bell. That's it.
Well, all right, lovely.
Now, for the musician in our presence, and the salesman points towards Axis. I have the perfect item. And
Oh, really?
salesman goes over to the cart and reaches in and starts to pull out what at first looks like an accordion. It's like unraveling like the accordion usually would.
Like a bellows, yeah.
Yeah. It pulls, and then finally it snaps out and makes the salesman fall back. And you can see it looks like a weird accordion bug.
Oh no.
Oh God. Oh no.
So
I feel like as soon as the bug part first like the accordion like is like the first when the accordion part comes up, Axis just like looks at it and just like about to say like yeah, no, that's not my kind of instrument. And then the bug parts comes up and just Axis just immediately goes just just fear.
The bug accordion starts to. The bug accordion is on the ground, and it starts to move like an inchworm. So it scrunches up and then goes down. Yeah, it constantly making accordion sounds.
Just just kind of like
I like to imagine that Access very much like cat-like just climbs onto Folk's shoulders, like
no,
fully fuzzed up.
I'm gonna say he doesn't, but he does take a step back, like, and goes like, yeah, it would be much more okay if it wasn't like, and just makes a vague gesture, like that, a vague gesture at like the whole bug thing. Oh, oaks, Alta, holy, hold on, my headphones have died.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. We will wait patiently.
Yeah. You just know for now that the bug is currently moving away from the cart.
Oh, honey.
It's just inching away.
That is just a wild creature.
You could tell that it's a robot, but it's like it's just going. There it goes.
Welcome back. Does it have like a mouth or like any like parts that would signify like this is a living thing?
No. It does not. It has no mouth.
Oh my
Its eyes
God.
don't blink like most bugs, but you don't really see like a kind of it looks like a robot that you just can't place it. Looks alive but does it at the same time. And it's
Okay.
inching away.
Yeah, Folk will like kind of jog over a bit and try and pick it up like an accordion.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming there aren't any straps on it for like backpack style and
No. You just
okay.
just the head and the butt.
Yeah, he attempts to play some notes on it.
Does he know how to play an accordion?
No, but he has this cousin that knows how to play the accordion, so he's guessing.
Can you roll a performance?
I sure can. That is a D20 plus trace. That is a 13.
Alright, so it sounds like you know what you want it to sound like, but it's obvious you don't know how to play an accordion.
just kind of like.
The salesman just kind of looks. You're just yeah, that is 15 gold pieces. Yeah.
Whoa. Where'd you get this thing? I mean, this is wow.
I I don't remember. I think it came with the cart.
What? Folk like looks down at the accordion like, okay, and then looks right back up at the Mr. Man.
Sorry, it came with the cart. I thought you did you like buy this thing somewhere?
I got the cart. I forget where I got that.
Can I get an insight check, please? On Mr. Human.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Let's see. Baba Boo. That
Probably.
sure is. Well, it's treated as an 8, so
So
that's
that'd be a
the
net
unnatural
20.
20.
Yeah. You realize that he truly does not know where he got it. But you could also kind of tell that he just kind of wants to get rid of it.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll say Folk kind of starts putting together the story, just from the various comments.
So you just sort of found this thing and now you're just trying to, hawk off these wares?
No, well, most of these items I have found through my travels. I just don't remember where that one came from.
Where'd you get the cart then?
Off the side of the road. At first, it didn't look like this. It was just, usual broken down cart. So I, of course, fixed it up, and now it's this.
Wow. I mean, that is impressive work. I mean, it's a little
Kind of pokes at the cart a little bit and like uncomfortably kind of like wanes to one side and then whirns back.
it's a little delicate, but it's impressive work, definitely.
Yeah. Anyways, do any of you guys want it? You can buy it. You can trade for it. You can you just not do anything with it.
Are you asking about the accordion or the
Accordion.
right? Yeah, he'll put the quote unquote bug down and give it a pat to go near back to Mr. Man.
The bug starts inching towards the cart, but the salesman just kind of ignores it. All right. Anyway, next item I have is this, and the salesman pulls out what looks like a hot pepper.
It's a pepper.
Yes.
Do you have like a species for it or like a name or the?
Nope. All I know is that watch. He like breaks off a piece of the pepper, and the part that was broken off regrows back onto the pepper. It's an infinite hot pepper.
Amazing.
Well, I have no more money, but I do like peppers.
Here, try this. And he gives like the bit that he broke off.
There's a moment where Folk is like, "Have I gone too far into this bit?" Before gulping and going for a bite.
Just momentary regret.
No, there's a bit of regret, but
All right, Folk. Can you roll a Constitution save?
sure thing.
Oh my god.
That's a 14.
All right, I'd say that's good. Well, you don't take any damage, but you do, as soon as that pepper touches your tongue, you feel like your head has been set ablaze, and that you start to cough, and when you cough, flames start to come out.
Ooh. You know, my wife has a buddy that makes a chili that's exactly like this.
He takes out the little like magic flower that he just bought and starts spritzing himself with it in his face, like trying to get some water in his mouth.
Oh my god.
Effects last for at least 10 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
The pepper is 10 gold pieces.
Kind of nudges Axis a little bit. You never know when you need a hot pepper. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Folk is nudging Axis. You suddenly see that the salesman narrows his eyes. Is staring right at you, Axis.
Whoa.
Who is looking at what?
The
The salesman
salesman.
looking at Axis?
Yes.
Axis is just. I'm pretty sure Axis is just going to like. Axis is watching the Folke shenanigans. Has been watching the Folke shenanigans, and then just kind of like gives like not exactly a double take, but just like first just takes a look at the like drifts a look at the salesman, and then just a second like what? What's this thing?
It's a pepper.
And the salesman throws the pepper behind him and immediately goes to the cart again. You don't hear
He's
any
not
crashing
interested in
sounds this
pepper.
time. You don't hear any crashing. Just you hear the normal rustling of what you would assume to be like a normal rustling of a merchant cart. And the salesman comes back out and walks over to you and shows you this. See the colors? They look just like yours.
He actually looks over this this door and just like
Tell you what, since you both have been very good customers, this one is on the house for you. And basically shoves the door into Axis's hands.
I see how it is. I mean, he was about to buy it anyway, but this one he was about to buy.
Volk starts like kind of circling around, trying to look around the piece, and I'm assuming sees the text on the back. Starts mumbling it to himself.
Is this some kind of like, is this like one of them portal doors?
I have no clue. I just found it in this little basket in the woods, and I took it because it looks cool, and I think it looks like it would suit you. And points towards Axis again.
I mean, it would help. It would help a lot.
Colors do complementary.
Folk, you wanna do perception?
Boy, there's nothing more in the world that I would want to do than do perception check. I sure do get advantage on this due to steady eye from the Inquisitor rogue thing.
He who.
Because, I really do need advantage on a plus 12. Oh, I actually got a 1! All right, that is an unnatural 20.
I sure do need advantage. Roll the fucking 1.
Yeah, maybe I won't need it. Oh, I definitely needed it. Yeah, it's an unnatural 20. What's popping?
Yeah, what's poppin' is you notice it kind of looks, like maybe like an animation error or just like a frame stutter or something, but or like like the coloration maybe coloration error. It's just the pink axis is pink, like briefly turns red. It's back to pink before you can bring attention or anything.
Paul kind of rubs his eyes a bit. Well, I guess you got yourself a new door.
Yeah.
You gonna check it out, or?
Axis just pockets it immediately and just like, yeah, I'll check it out later.
I just realized I told you that whole story about the fishing thing. You don't remember that story at all. I just told you that the other day, and I just realized I never actually caught your name.
Axis.
Axis? Yeah, last name or is it just Axis?
He just when I'm sorry, he does give a chuckle and just goes, "What are you, a cop?"
I mean, technically, yeah, but more of an investigative type. Not really one of those like.
The moment you say technically, yeah, Axis is just like immediately drops a smile.
Oh boy. GM friend Plague.
Yeah.
Would Folk be able to try and remember a name of Axis coming up in any of the files that he's gone through?
Sure.
Okay. What check would you like for me to do that?
I'd say roll a history.
I will roll a history check. That is a 14.
Well, do you say that would make it? For his memory?
I mean, I'm gonna say that even if it did come up, it didn't come up like with any like serious crimes. As I said, like minor crimes as like trespassing.
Okay. Okay. I just see the look.
Maybe a bit of a shoplifting.
Listen, I just saw the look that you gave me. I'm not one of those cops that'll book you for some random stuff like jaywalking or license stuff. I'm not that. I typically investigate homicidal things. So unless you're committing any big crimes here, I got no problem with you. All right.
I mean, okay.
I know. Cops around here tend to just book people for random offenses. They're just trying to get their numbers up. But I'm not one of those, all right?
Well,
Me too.
sorry, that was me. God. The salesman's like, and you could see he tries to clap his sleeves together, but they make no sound. So, for my next item, he reaches for the cart, but all of a sudden, the bells start ringing on the cart. What? Oh, that is my cue to go. I thank you for for your business. I must be heading off now. And the salesman picks up the cart by the handle and starts waddling away. The bells start jingling as he goes.
Folk stands for a moment in silence, looks to Axis.
Axis. Axis makes. Okay, hold on. I zoned out entirely. What was that?
The salesman left.
Yeah, salesman was like, "Oh, here's our next item," and then the bell started ringing, and then he was like, "Oh, now it's time to go." Kind of like when a class rings, and then picked up a cart and just started waddling off as the bells continued to ring.
Axis just like kind of like holds his hands like, okay.
As
I mean,
as the salesman is waddling on, and you hear the bells growing, the sounds of the bells growing distant, you can still see the bug accordion still inching in the same direction you patted it to go.
Oh my god.
oh,
God.
okay. Folk kind of runs over to go grab it, and then sees how much the cart is traveling, and realizes. I'm assuming the cart is already like gone at this point.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez. Oh boy. Holds it up into like a so that it's no longer has a chance to like move. Just kind of holding it like swaddling like a baby.
Well, now you got an accordion bug for free.
Okay. I'm gonna add accordion bug to my list of belongings.
I will leave at it unless you guys have anything to add. That is the end of the game.
I do actually have a thing to add.
Oh, what do you got to add?
This is I have to ask a Maya thing. Would it be okay if we have a quick little ending scene where Folk fully calls out Axis's bullshit with Nocturne? Because if I remember correctly, you described like the guitar having some sort of like vibe to it.
Yeah, get her as as I said, it has not exactly a vibe, but what I'm gonna say is if your character is like able to perceive supernatural shit, like ghosts, for example, they like they will notice like a veil of mist surrounding Axis at all times. If they don't, which I don't think Folk has, like if they don't have any like any sort of ability that like with the allows to perceive supernatural like or undead, then the veil of mist is like it's less noticeable, but it's still there.
Okay. Would you like a quick scene where Folk just kind of like, hey, why do you talk to your guitar? Is it spraying out mist? Are we gonna talk about that? Because I think that would be funny.
You know what? Yes.
So yeah, no, like Folk tucks away the accordion bug and like puts his hands on his hips, kind of like, well, I never, and like looks back to Axis. That was a character. I feel like we both kind of played along there, but that was. Oof.
Axis is just like, listen, I had a fair share of interactions, and like interactions is just done with like a very big like emphasis on that it's interactions are not good. Like interactions with cops and shit. So excuse me, I'm a little bit cautious about that shit.
He gives a nod. You don't gotta worry. You don't gotta treat me with respect. You don't gotta worry about that. All right. I'm just
Another guy traveling. Just happened to hold the badge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was like about to leave. One more thing, I forgot to mention. I was noticing. Are you using any sort of like cologne or perfume around you?
What? Wait, Axis
Cologne.
is just completely completely clueless. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it's just with these certain colognes and perfumes, some of the dyes they can use can rub off and cause like a sort of misting effect.
Sting?
hmm I was just wondering because it looks like you kind of got that about you, and I was worried because you got to watch out for those types of things. I mean, they put aluminum, they put all these sort of ingredients. I got this buddy who works in the industry, and he tells me that they're putting whatever they can find in these sort of things. So I'm just making sure you're being careful.
Axis is just completely clueless. Like, okay, hold on. I need to roll. I need to roll if he gets anything. Hold on.
Roll for smart,
Listen, this cat is stupid.
but we love.
I'm generally rolling intelligence. I'm generally rolling int.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Cat caught a smart. Okay.
You realize Folk has caught on.
Axis is just. Axis is just like, yeah, I'll be watching like out for that. Thanks for another thing. And he just inches away towards the farm, and like, I
Folk is smiling the entire time, giving a wave.
I just remembered I need I've got things to do. Like, you know,
You got a meeting with your guitar.
I remember this. Staring at it, like, taking care of like the friend's farm
Right.
right there. I forgot the course. Shit. I'll talk to you later. And he just,
Slams the door, I'm assuming, on the shed.
yeah.
Folk just stands there smiling for a second, takes out a little notepad, updates some of his information, and walks off to God knows where. That's
On
it.
the other, okay, but quick addendum. On the other side of the door, Axis just slumps over and just. We need to stop these close calls, huh? You hear me? And like people who know, they know who is he talking to.